You know that famous phrase, love your neighbor, hate your enemy? It's one of the most well-known ethical commands in history. But what if I told you that half of it was never actually part of the original law? Today, we're going to dig into a huge misconception about where this idea really came from.
I mean, you've heard this a million times, right? It's always presented as that harsh, old law, the one that needed to be replaced by a newer, more enlightened command to love your enemies. But what if the original text never said that at all? Because here's the thing. If you actually go looking for a command to hate your enemy in the ancient Hebrew scriptures, well, you're in for a big surprise. It's just not there. So our investigation really starts by tracking down a famous misquote, one that has literally shaped how people have thought for centuries. The popular story goes something like this. When Yeshua or Jesus taught people to love their enemies, it was this totally revolutionary idea, a complete break from the ancient Torah, which everyone just assumed was all about retaliation and hate. And boom, here it is. On the left, you've got the phrase we all recognize. But on the right, that's the actual verse from Leviticus. It just says, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Full stop. That whole part about hating your enemy, it's completely missing from the original text. So this is the crucial point. That addition, and hate your enemy, was a human interpretation that got tacked on later, probably from a later Pharisaic tradition. It was never part of the divine law to begin with, but man, did it completely change the meaning. Okay, so that raises a pretty big question, right? If the Torah didn't command people to hate their enemies, what did it say you were supposed to do with them? To answer that, we've got to put the misquote aside for a second and just look at what the original instructions actually were. And the answer is right there in the book of Exodus. And these instructions, they aren't vague ideas about feelings. Nope. They are about specific required actions. And they are the exact opposite of what you might think. And here it is, the ancient law in its own words. If you find your enemy's animal and it's lost, you have to bring it back. If you see an animal that belongs to someone who hates you and it's in trouble, you have to help them. This isn't just about not hating. This is a direct command to actively help your enemy. Let's just boil that down to two simple commands. The ancient law literally required you to perform two undeniable acts of kindness, of practical help for someone you would call an enemy. So all of this gives us a totally new way to understand that famous teaching to love your enemies. We're not looking at a replacement of an old law, we're looking at a restoration. So you see, when Yeshua says, you have heard it was said, but I say to you, he's not throwing out the Torah. He's correcting the popular, incorrect interpretation of it. He's basically stripping away that man-made graffiti and hate your enemy to bring the law back to its original, compassionate meaning. So the evolution is actually pretty clear when you lay it out. It starts with the original law, you must actively help your enemy. Then a later human interpretation comes along and adds the idea of hate. And finally, that famous teaching to love your enemies shows up, not as something new, but as a restoration of that original ancient principle. So why does getting this right even matter? I mean, what's the big takeaway for us today?
Well, the big takeaway is this. Knowing where our ideas actually come from is everything. When you correct this one misconception, it reveals a much deeper, much more consistent ethical tradition than most of us assume, one that was built on a foundation of compassion that was there all along.
And that leaves us with a final question to chew on. What other new or revolutionary ideas out there might actually just be ancient principles, waiting for us to rediscover them under all the layers of misinterpretation?